Hello, I cannot face in this kitchen, guys. Welcome to my kitchen. And now this is the time we have been waiting for the purple swallow. And just so you know, this is me getting ready to eat my purple swallow with delicious afan soup. So, what was that purple swallow? It is cabbage, as you guys can see. Imagine consuming the whole of this cabbage, like a swallow. It's gonna be really very yummy, very colorful, but more importantly, very nutritious. So come with me, let's take a very short walk on how we made this wonderful, deliciously and good looking dough that I made in my kitchen. Of course, as you can see, I cut the cabbage into two already. In most cases, I took out that white side because I just want to use only the leaves only to do my swallow, and I will take my time to cut it. It's very important that I do what I'm doing right now. So you can see that I have to cut out that white side because that is not what I needed in my cabbage swallow. So right now, as you can see, this is just for me to help my blender to do a good job. I am giving this a quick cut, not necessarily focusing on getting it right, but just to make sure that my blender is ready to receive this and blend it to puree. Guys, it is important that we get this blending to puree so that it will really look like swallow, as you have seen and as you would see as I go ahead to continue making the dough, the cabbage dough. And yeah, I'm almost done cutting all my cabbage now. Remember, it takes a very short time, but it takes a much more longer time to prep for it. And now my carrot is ready in the blender, and I'm about ready to blend this cabbage to puree exactly the way it suits me for this particular recipe, the cabbage dough. And now I have blended this for some short time, and it seems quite ready to be used right now. So the next I would do, of course, is to, as much as possible, get other things I need ready. First, the most important ingredients for this particular dough or swallow is cabbage, and thankfully I got a cabbage here, which again provides that texture, color we want in the food. Again, eventually I use some thickener, so you guys know I use some thickener to get this ready, to get it a bit thicker than I would have thought. So here now the cabbage is still blending. What I'm doing at this particular point in time is to ensure that it blends really good, like puree, as you can see in this blender. And now this is time to pour this into a big pot, not so big pot, but into a pot that understands how best we can make this cabbage. I'm ready to accept it, and for that I use my stainless pot. Stainless pot will start boiling earlier than expected, unlike other kind of pots I have. But let's go with this. I'm pretty sure it will come out well eventually. And now the carrot blended cabbage is heating up. For my thickener, guys, I used some amount of cabbage, some amount of yam flour. In place of yam flour, you can use cocoyam flour. You can use all kinds of flour we have in the market. Just in place of that, now I just poured some amount of yam flour to support, thickening my very own cabbage swallow. For you to make this swallow, you need to be ready to be turning it every now and then. You have to turn it, stay and turn. And as you can see, I'm not adding any form of so much of yam flour here because the focus, of course, is on the cabbage. The small amount of yam flour added is just to help to thicken the cabbage. This kind of food, I will tell you guys, if you ever have the time to do it, is highly nutritious. Imagine consuming a whole cabbage as you can see here. I mean, a whole one. For somebody like me that doesn't even like cabbage, this is one beautiful way I can take lots of cabbage without feeling that I'm taking cabbage. Don't know about you guys, but this came out the best way. This came out really good. People that the texture is great, the color is great, exactly what I wanted. The amount of yam flour that I added to thicken it is nothing compared to the quantity, of course, of the cabbage I was stirring before adding, of course, the yam flour. It's ready now, so I'm going to start dishing some of this that I want, or I'm going to be eating. As you can see, I am dishing out a lot. I would say I wish I can actually share this with everyone, but trust me, this is one of the best delicacies you want to have. And to make it is easy, guys, it doesn't matter if you use purple cabbage, or it doesn't matter if you use that green one. The most important thing is for you to understand the steps, and also when it comes to like using thickener to thicken the dough, it doesn't always have to be definitely yam flour. For yam flour, you can sprinkle it in and then continue stirring. Please don't add so much. Remember also, you can actually use all other kinds of dough, whether you use oat flour, whether you use cocoyam flour, whatever flour you use. The most important thing is that you want to thicken the cabbage to get it right. Now this is me with my cabbage getting ready to swallow. One of the best delicacy, one of the best dough you will ever want to have. Thank you for joining me. Bye.